Federica Pennino from Quantitative Methods in the Social Sciences will present Do Female Politicians Matter for Female Labor Market Outcomes? Evidence from Italy.
What if increasing female in politics actually changes the whole economy? This is the question that motivated my thesis from the very first day. So, when you think about female, you think about representation, but you never think about the bigger impact that they can have. So, I decided to focus on Italy because it's one of the countries in Europe with the lowest female participation in the labor market. But it's also one of those countries that is really actively trying to increase female participation in politics. So what better country to see if female participation actually has real economic outcomes? So female politicians can affect the labor market mainly in two ways. The first one is the policy channel. So women, for example, in the parliament can support or can push forward policies such as childcare subsidies or flexible working. All of this benefits working mothers. At the same time, because of their role, they're also role models for future generation. Therefore, for example, they can challenge traditional gender roles. I decided to use two electoral reforms as instrument to study causality. These two electoral reforms were enacted in 2015 and 2017. They forced parties to have more female candidates, thereby increasing mechanically the number of women in parliament. However, they did not directly target the labor market. Therefore, every change in the female labor market that we can see can be directly connected to increasing female representation in the parliament itself. This is why I was able to use them as instrument to study causality. The results that I found are pretty clear. Female aged 25 to 54 increased their participation in the labor market. So this is a clear consequence of the policy channel, helping working mothers. At the same time, women aged 24 and below decreased their participation in the labor market. At the same time, they increased their attachment to education. And this is crucial because it's a direct consequence of the role model effect. Now you would ask, is this all important from Italy? No, this is crucial worldwide. We live in a world where many countries are facing aging population, which means that there are far way more retirees than workers. This is an issue from a fiscal point of view, it's an issue for the pension system, it's an issue for everyone, from every single citizen. And so being able to increase the labor market base, which obviously if we have more women joining would increase, would be really crucial to establish a more balanced system. At the same time, it's not only about economy, it's about much more. My thesis shows that representation is not just a symbol, it's not just about equality, but it's something that actually changes behaviors. So whether women decide to work, whether they decide to stay in school, and how long they decide to do so. Thank you.